what's going on? Coming out today, we'll be messing with the Monte. I mentioned in the last one I had the vent line kit. So be pulling the intake off. Probably do that with the fuel pressure regulator. Take the old vent line setup off because it's been leaking like crazy. Might roll the car back a little bit first, and then just replace the vent lines. It's a little tight. I must have shifted a little bit. But yeah, it's probably, yep, it's got a few drops down there. So definitely know it's leaking from this one. And then it might be leaking from the thermostat housing also, just from where the puddle is. Or it could have just ran down. So I'll be pulling all that off. And then with these spacers for the water pump. So it's an LS1 water pump with truck accessories. So you need that, I believe it's 3/4 inch spacer. That comes with the fitting to put the vent lines back in there instead of having to run it up to the radiator. I know some people get an adapter, run it back through the hose, but most radiators come with the fitting for it. So you do either do it there, or if you have the spacer with it in there, you can run it back through there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to remove the cold side. I'm probably gonna remove the turbo also because I have new gasket and bolts for it since that one's been missing. So get that all snugged up also. But yeah, it should just be the intake. Probably do the fuel pressure regulator also, so I could move all that out of the way instead of having to disconnect fuel lines to give me enough room to work with. But that's the plan for today. I am waiting on some stuff to come in for the Elko, so we'll get working on the interior of that here in a little bit. But then I have Robbie, he should be coming through in a couple minutes to pick up his hoodie. So I did do a little bit larger order this time of hoodies and shirts. Like I said, I just got the simple black one on since I'm in the garage working. But it's mostly, I just mostly did it on Facebook, so I didn't hit up Instagram this time. But I'll be sure to do that next time to see if there's interest in it, and if I have enough interest, I'll be putting another order in. I know a lot of people, once they see the shipment come in or the order come in, they're interested in it and hit me up like, hey man, you have any of these left? Like, nah, I put up a post, told you guys let me know what size, what color, how to pay, and I'll get them to you. But yeah, I did order the burgundy one for me. Have a shirt also. Robbie hit me up, he's like, hey man, you got any burgundies left? I was like, you know what, I'll let you get this one, I still have the shirt. So he's gonna come pick up that one here in a little bit, and I'll probably just have to order another one in the next order. But yeah, let me find the vent lines and start working on getting this intake off. So the gasket, there it goes. So I know this kit on here was probably the cheapest one you can find on Amazon. I know I shouldn't have got it, so stepped it up a little bit. Got this one. Similar to the Motion Racework one, but might just need a little bit of Teflon tape or thread sealing on it. So hopefully it doesn't leak. It also has some, where are they at? I guess some gaskets. So that might be what I'm missing on the old ones, but let's just go ahead and do it right. Get all this swapped out. Yeah, the new bolts I have for that are in the Camaro, so I have to grab those also. But yeah, I'll probably just throw it on a time lapse. Yeah, I'll have to disconnect a few lines. So, well, not lines, connectors. So just connect these, throttle cable, and then like I said, once the intake's loosened up and the fuel pressure regulator's off, I should be able to move that out of the way enough to get to the vent lines. So I'll probably do all that on a time lapse and then catch you guys back on either once that's removed before installing everything, or after once everything else is installed. See,
coolant sensor.
I was like, I know there should be enough play in here to get it out of the way. You can get it?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. Alright. There we go.
I know what it is. It's the return line for the turbo.
What pound injector you have? I know I asked you this already.
880.
880?
Yeah. That's only for the boost.
Yeah. So what I probably need, like something lower, like cause I was looking at Snake Eater Performance. I don't know which ones to get.
Shouldn't need anything too big. Like 30-pound injector. 30 should be fine.
30?
You're not going anything crazy, no boost.
Yeah.
You don't want to overdo it because it makes tuning it harder.
Right.
Yeah, I'll look into it a little bit. But
Yeah, and I'm not going.
just see what stock is and keep it around there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do E85 either.
No?
Nope. I was just thinking about it like, man, if it's not my car, there's no point. And then also too, if it's not driven, that E85 will just sit there, you know?
Yeah.
Zip tied right here.
That should be fine.
Okay. So, you know what I mean? Because last summer it was like, you know, it was just barely trying to keep things together. So this summer I don't want that. You know what I mean? We're trying to get them right. Even if I got to work every single day, I want to get it right. So, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's the other 4L80.
Yeah.
I wish you could just take the tail shaft off and put it back instead of taking everything out. But
yeah, I need to rebuild that. I'll probably end up in the PT.
Yeah.
Unless I find like a newer, like 6-speed or 8-speed.
yeah,
Even 10-speed transmission maybe.
yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah, so I told him that he could come get that block for the PT so he could mock it up and do what he has to do there. It's just taking up space at this point in my garage. I'm not going, like I told you guys, I'm not going that direction with anything. So, you know, I told him he could have it and do whatever he got to do with it. But
Might
yeah,
just drop off the engine hoist and pick that up.
yeah. So, you know, but yeah, man, we just trying to, you know, fix. Well, he's trying to fix some coolant leaks. That's where we were in the process of when I pulled up. So, you know what I mean? After that, we should be able to put that back on, and then, you know, everything should hopefully be good to go.
Come on, man. That's not in the video.
What I was supposed to do?
You didn't even say couple static.
Everything gonna be copacetic.
I'm gonna start a couple static counter on my video.
Everything should be copacetic, man. Yeah.
Yeah, this tool right here, though, man. Well, that's what it was. The grounds.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that's what it is.
All getting hung up on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, my wife got me the Roby one for Christmas. And the Roby sucks, bro. I shouldn't have built all my tool set
I
on
got
Roby.
this, all the stuff in that bag for
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted right here.
I think I'm gonna switch it up because my dad, he got rigid. He got a bunch of rigid stuff, dude. And like with my impact and his impact. So I don't know if it's the driver or whatever, but one of them you could tell the difference. Like the torque on it, it's like I'm like, oh man.
Well, I was Cobalt. You know, Milwaukee.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to sponsor, I'm open.
Yeah, I need to get rid of my Roby stuff. I mean, it works for now, but you know what I'm saying. For the most part, is this gonna leak if I pull it off? I guess it should.
Right. Not like it's not leaking on the ground already. Yeah, I'm in the process of looking at like bigger toolboxes and stuff.
Yeah.
I need to get organized.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Coming out here every time having to search for tools, or it should be over here. Like I know where it is, but at the same point, it's like I shouldn't have to look that hard for it.
And then as soon as you don't need it, you find it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn, this one's disconnected. I just need to get that one over there.
Yeah, so hopefully this fixes those leaks.
I want it to go into the motor. Hold on, it's getting hung up right here. Alright, there you go.
Yeah, so. Another thing is I probably didn't have the plates on it.
Yeah. Oh, those.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
those should have been up there. So, you want one? Yeah, this was like probably $25 from Amazon.
Yeah.
So this one's only 48, so hopefully it should be a little different. But yeah, then I got the gasket and the stuff for the turbo. That was leaking. So hopefully once I get all that swapped out, I'll be able to actually build some boost.
Yeah. Where you at on the torque converter?
I'm just being my normal cheap self, and so I just ordered about $500 worth of stuff for the Elco.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I could have spent another $500 and just did the torque converter on here, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I want to put it towards the driveway. I want to
Yeah.
extend the driveway, but I was like, well, I sold the Blazer. You know, I'm down 2 vehicles right now.
Yeah.
So do I need the driveway? But it will be nice just to not have to move stuff around and get to other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
No. But yeah, I'll probably, I don't know, wait till I throw the stuff on the Elco and then probably order the torque converter for this.
Yeah.
'Cause it needs it.
Yeah.
And then I have to check the fuel pump on here too. I think it's loose.
Yeah.
Because it's, I don't know, I took it out the other day and it died out a little bit, and then when it primes, you hear it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
But with these, I'd have to find different adapters because he's going
Yeah.
to the side, he's going to the top. So yeah, I'll probably just have to return this kit. 'Cause these fit fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, even let's check. Those don't even fit. Ah, might have spoke too soon. Nope. Yeah. So, all right. Instead of that part going in,
Crisis
I'll go
averted.
here. Yeah.
Well,
Jumps to conclusions a little too fast. So yeah, those.
okay.
Yeah. Still doesn't make sense because you'd think without it in there, you'd think it'd be a fitting like that also, but we'll see. Nope. Yeah, I was like, oh man, that's what I get for being cheap. But nah, it should work that way.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why the extra O-rings are there though. Yeah.
Guess you'll find out.
Like the vote of confidence. Yeah, so Just know what to look out for when you do yours.
Yeah, I know.
Probably should just use the paste instead of the tape. Yeah, hopefully. So I got to figure out how I want to do that. It's not high pressure, so I'll probably just put a piece of hose on it, wrap it around. Yeah, we'll see.
I can't wait to hear it.
I was getting it for a while with the, you see like the blow off valve and stuff opening up. Find the right size Allen head for that. I don't think it's the one I've been using. Yeah. But yeah, I'm ready to see some boost build up on it.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't blame you, brother.
Just get them snug for now. Still gonna have to clock them. You gotta be kidding me.
Never fails, man.
Well, it's not like it fell on the ground. It fell through the grill.
Yep.
I got the air box there, so it's like,
So I was taking the alternator off the collar. I dropped the screw down behind the whole drive accessories where I couldn't even see it. I was so pissed off because I was moving and grooving, man. Like, it's 2 bolts, alternator out in like 2 minutes. And I went to go put it back, dropped the screw. Ended up taking me a little longer. It wasn't, thank God it wasn't too much longer, but still it's like, dude, come on.
probably should have put these on first.
What? You talking about the
Yeah, connected all those.
Crank it all the way down though. I don't want to strip it.
Go to 10 if you need that.
Yep, probably so.
Alright, so got the new vent lines on. I still have to find another hose from here to here. So I might have to change out the fitting here.
That's too small.
Too small?
Yeah.
It might be an 11 over there.
Alright.
So then another thing, just working on these vacuum lines here. Make sure those are nice and tight. So I have some brakes again. But yeah, so far looks pretty good. I use tape on everything, so hopefully no more leaks, because it is a little bit of a pain to get the intake off. You see, it's enough room to get in there, but still working on it. Did you find it? No. Nah.
Oh, never mind.
Good?
It's 12 bucks.
Alright, so yeah, get those vacuum lines hooked up. Think get the intake back on. There should be enough room to get to this line to hook it up once everything's back on. Probably won't be a startup video today, but we'll get the intake back on, get everything buttoned up, and then I have to figure out that last little bit of line. But not too bad. Was a little concerned. I had some fittings in the wrong way, so I thought I bought the wrong kit, or it was just too cheap or too good to be true. But flipped them around. They worked out just fine. Yeah, I'll still check the thermostat housing and check everything else. Make sure those leaks aren't coming from anywhere else. You all good?
Yeah, I think we're all good. I didn't like I didn't crank it all the way down because I didn't want the nut to start digging into the intake.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
But they're tight though. They ain't gonna go nowhere.
All right. Let's hook those lines back up and put it back on. All right, so just got the intake torqued back down, and it's a little bit of a process going back and forth, having to torque it twice, but that's all done. All the wires ran back to where they need to be. Everything's connected back up. Well, so I'll put the intake in, and the blow-off valve, and the mat sensor. So yeah, intake's back on. Hopefully no more leaks. Like I said, I do have to figure out how I want to run this hose, so I might just get a different adapter here, or a different fitting, and have a barb, and just run a piece of hose there since it's not under real high pressure. Just use some hose clamps and run a piece of line there, and we should be good. Before I had the I think -4 line. So yeah, it took an extra step or two with that one, so hopefully this one's pretty good. We'll be able to have access to them if I didn't need to tighten anything up. Pretty sure I could get a wrench in there, so we should be good. What's left, just have to throw the turbo back on, so you can tell that's been a little dirty, so we'll get that on. Like I said, the new gasket's there, and then some more bolts. These are actually for exhaust manifold, so it should work. Like I said, it's a little difficult to get down in there with how this is designed, so you need to put the nut on the bottom, run the bolt through, and then run another nut on top of it. So we'll get those thrown on here in a little bit, and then probably call it a day. Like I said, I'm not going to start it up until I get that hose on there, so yeah, that might be it for this one. Like I said, Ravi came through, and then Paula, he had to pick up his hoodie, and then helped out a little bit. So button this up on the Monte, and then hopefully the parts will come in a couple days for the Elco, get that knocked out. It's locked, but we'll be getting the interior right. Let's just put it that way. Not sure if I'm gonna do different seats in it just yet. Definitely not doing white if I do get new seats, but we'll have some stuff coming from that. But yeah, let me throw this turbo back on and then call it a day.